come through. Where's Sergeant Peters?
He just popped out. He'll be back in a minute. Excuse me.
I'm sure he won't be long.
Have you done anything about the lighting since we were last here?
I think something's being done about it, yes.
Really, the prisoners should have natural light.
Have you got any prisoners being interviewed?
No, not that I'm aware. Look, I'll just see if I can find Sergeant Peters. Richard, would you look after them, please?
I'll be with you in a moment.
Sarge,
What?
come here.
I'm custody,
No,
Sergeant.
listen, someone's sleeping in Brownlow's car.
Who?
Well, it looks like a security guard.
Maybe a car alarm's not good enough for the chief super. Oh, no, he looks dead.
Do you think he's one of Brownlow's friends? Or a foreign police officer? I mean, he's locked himself in.
Excuse me, what are you doing in there?
See, I think he is foreign. He could be waiting, but...
Are you a friend of Chief Superintendent Brownlow? I don't believe him. Tell him to open the door.
Do you think we should speak to the chief super?
Can't be silly. I mean, if this is a breach of station security, can you imagine? I mean, we'd all be for it. OK, mate, open the door.
He looks a bit strange, like tired.
Now, let's have him out of there.
Well, how? I can't break in.
Well, how'd he get in there?
Well, exactly. I can't imagine the chief super leaving his door open.
Alec,
Yes, Mum.
you are custody, Sergeant.
Yes, Mum. Oh, well, I saw Claire, Mum, you see, and I needed to have a word.
Yes, Mum.
Well, you should be in the custody area.
I went to the canteen for a cup of tea, Mum, and,
You should get someone to fetch it
Yes.
for you. Look, we've got 2 lay visitors waiting.
Oh, no. Right, well, concerning that matter, I don't think it's in the public interest to arrest the man unless he interferes with any property.
Alec,
Yes, Mum.
come on.
Thompson's brother.
When did he get here?
How are you?
I'm in good shape.
So what's happening?
No matter what's happening, I'm always pleased to see you.
Cut the bull.
Ain't no bull.
How'd you know we were here?
Recognise the old van.
So spill it.
Ain't nothing to spill. Just passing the time of day. My brother going down?
Get lost.
Ain't here. Just wanted to tell you, you're blown.
You blew it for us.
Nah, man. If I wanted to, I'd just go, it's the police! It's the police, man!
Cocky little toe rag. Fat toe rag. I reckon every villain in the entire pond recognises this van now.
This is Sergeant Peters.
Oh, hello. How do you do?
Sergeant.
Sorry, can I? Hello? What? When? Oh, this is some kind of joke. Mum, there's 13 prisoners arrived outside on temporary transfer from Barton Street.
Oh, you've got a message. Here already, are they? Give us a Michelle.
What message?
One of the prisoners set fire to the cells at Barton Street.
Why, I've only just received this message.
Bob Christ says he's sorry. He tried, but he couldn't find you, Sergeant.
Yeah, I bet he did. Now, you tell him... That's right, I'll tell him myself later.
It's all right, Alec. Now, you look after the lay visitors. I'll see to the prisoners.
Mum, they've all got to be processed and we don't have the room. Well, if you'd like to come this way, I'm afraid we have to be quick. Now, I've only got 2 prisoners at the moment. Oh, you're all done, Wendy, eh?
We're never done here, love.
Well, this here is Mr. Peters. He's no relation to me. He's in here for USI, that's unlawful sexual intercourse. Shall I ask him if he wishes to speak to you?
Please.
Mr. Peters, do you wish to speak to these people? They're lay visitors.
No.
Oh, dear.
I think you could give us a better introduction.
I can't introduce you. No, the prisoner has a right to confidentiality.
No, I meant a better explanation of who we are and what our role is.
Oh, I see. Have you been to Sunhill before?
Yes, Sergeant.
I'm surprised I haven't seen you here.
You've been lucky.
Yes. Well, this is Mr. Harry Thompson.
Yes.
Harry, I've got some lay visitors here.
Bog off!
Don't be silly, Harry. These lay visitors are local people appointed by the Home Office to visit police stations to make sure you're being properly treated.
Then let me out!
And that your rights have been explained, and that your sanitary facilities are all right, and, etc.
They're do-gooders.
Do you want to see them, Harry?
Tell them they're a bunch of slagheads.
Oh, I don't think he wants to see you.
Did he say so?
No. Do you want to speak to them, Harry?
No!
Oh, dear.
What do they care anyway?
I'm afraid it's been a wasted visit.
Can we have a look at the charge sheet? Yeah, all right, I'll talk to them. I want to talk to them. Oi, fungoid! Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Yes. Are they treating you properly?
Well, they done me on this poxy pinch, and I gave the coppers some information, but I'm not involved. There's some young kids, they do news agents, I know them. I let them watch a video round my flat. I'm not involved.
But you're being properly treated by the police, Harry.
Nah, they're a bunch of floaters.
Floaters.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing with him here.
Any particular officers?
Yeah, I'll type in and brute.
I'm sorry, I don't...
DC Dashwood, I think he means.
Sergeant, would it be possible to listen to the prisoner's complaint in private?
Sorry, madam. I must remain here for your protection.
What complaint do you have against DC Dashwood?
Well, he's licking the bottom, doing me for poxy pirate videos. He ain't got no evidence. I got them from a Greek. I didn't know they weren't orthodox.
Tony, there's a man sleeping in Brownlow's car and I can't get him out.
Where?
I can't get him out.
What are you doing? Might wake him up. Let's get away from the car.
Look, someone's got to do something.
Yeah, Fraser will do her nut. Take my advice and let somebody else take the glory.
Claire, what are you doing?
Nothing, Mum.
That's what it looks like. Come here.
What, Mum?
What's going on in that car?
Mum?
There's someone in there.
Is there?
Take the prisoners in, Mark.
Yeah.
There's a man in the chief superintendent's car.
I was trying to see inside. I wasn't sure if it was the chief superintendent, Mum.
Well, what would he be doing in there?
I don't know. It could have been one of his friends.
Brent, get him out of there.
How?
You, yes, you, get out of there. I mean, surely the chief super locked his car. What is the matter with you?
I've been honest with them. I told them I'd done the 82, but I ain't done no burglaring and I ain't done no news agents. That's someone else.
That's a record.
I done 82 motor vehicles.
And that's in 1 month.
I would have done more, but it was me mum's birthday on Tuesday. But I ain't gonna do no more now.
Yes, well, have you had your rights explained?
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to exercise your rights?
No, I ain't had no exercise.
No. But you've had a chance to use your rights.
Ah. No, right, yeah.
You see, as we said, we can't make representation for you.
What can you do then?
If you had any complaints...
Well, I told you.
About your bedding, ventilation, lighting, or police brutality.
Well, it's Nick, isn't it? It's not Mallorca.
Nothing?
All right, thank you. Could you just sign the visit report form?
I just want to get out of here. They've had me in here for over a day now.
Mr. Thompson came to the station voluntarily. He was charged at 11:10, and that's when the clock started.
I didn't come here voluntarily. You asked me to come.
And what did you say?
Well, I weren't going to say no, was I? What are you going to do with this?
Send it to the Home Office.
And what are they going to do with it?
Well, we go to a lot of police stations.
Oh, yeah, the cell. It's too hot.
What?
What?
Madam, if you wouldn't mind.
We'll do something about that.
What's he doing here?
Inspector Fraser.
I thought he was a friend of Brownlow's.
Hot and cold.
Can we see these transfer things?
It's too hot. It's not cold. It's a cold Guinness. Hey, give us some, mate. Here, give us a cup of tea. Come on, give us 10 pence. Here, let's have it.
All right, come on.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, number 9.
Is he taking the mick or what?
Mick, don't make me sick. I'll give you a kick. Come on, number 9. Come on, Nick. Come on. Come on.
Oh, money, Mum, I slipped on the wet floor. I'm so sorry.
My leg!
We're back.
Let go of me, you stupid...
It's all right, sir.
You can go away, you're all the same.
Where's it hurt, Marjorie?
What?
Well, Bryn's prisoner got out of control. He tried to assault her.
You're right, Claire. That's zooming in. Poked my eye out. Let me have a look.
Give us a sandwich,
I don't know how you could have let this happen. I've only been away a few minutes. Call the surgeon. No, you're right, Mrs. Gunn.
No, I am not.
Let's move you to the surgeon's room. I'm sorry, I just don't know how this happened.
What the hell were you doing bringing him to the station?
He wanted to pee,
You should have
Sarge.
told him to wait.
I didn't think it would do any
But
harm.
I told you not to arrest him.
Oh, cheers, Sarge. Inspector Fraser
A
found
female officer should not escort a male prisoner to the cells. Now, you should know that.
it. You saw me, Sarge.
Not when we got a couple of snoops about. Oh, hello, yeah, it's Sun Hill Police here. Could I have the duty doctor, please? Oh, I'm sorry, Vicar. Mum, the duty doctor won't be here for 45 minutes.
I think Mrs. Gunn has broken her leg.
I didn't break it.
No, go and call an ambulance, Alec.
Yes, Mum. Sorry, Vicar.
I'm not taking the blame for this.
Someone is.
Don't worry about it, Sarge.
Why this place working like TikTok?
Not fair, Sarge.
Then that stupid old bag tips over and I'm going to have divisional complaints breathing down my neck.
Well, you can always say, of course, they were lay visitors. You thought it was your job to lay one out.
That's very funny. All right, I'll have the boy first. So he's standing shoulder to shoulder with this lot. All right, sir. What's he here for?
Stealing, Sarge.
What's he stolen?
This.
Oh, that's disgusting. Empty your pockets. More?
These belong to me.
Oh, God! Yeah, get him off my table. Yeah, stick him in that bag. Ugh.
What makes a policeman is his ability to deal with violence and ignore the impulse to retort.
I really don't think we need a lecture on good policing. I assure you, I'll make a full report on the incident.
And I'll make a full report to the Home Office. You have a prisoner who claims he has been held for more than 24 hours.
Oh, I'm sure that can't be the case.
Oh, I hope not. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yes. Which prisoner are you talking about?
1 cricket, 2 stag beetles, 1 metallic wood borer, 4 locusts, 1 scorpion, and 2 lizards.
The lizards like the insects, so you've got to keep them apart. I think there was a centipede at one time.
Yeah, well, just sign there and there, will you? Sue, get onto social services, inform his parents, and Whipsnade Zoo. Right, let's get these lags sorted. OK, you first. Let's have a copy of his custody report.
Here, Sarge.
Right, name and address, please.
Anthony Martin. I gave my address at Barton.
Give me your address again.
28 Marlow Road.
Sarge, Inspector Fraser's going to do a report.
I'm busy.
You know when you broke this woman's leg?
Go away.
Just say you used necessary force.
Very amusing. Now go on, get stuffed, otherwise you can help me with this paperwork. Hey, it's a different address you've given me here.
No, isn't it the same one? It's just in a different street.
It's a different address.
Let me see. Yeah. I'm in the middle of moving.
Well, while you make up your mind, you can have our very last remaining studio flat. Stamp, take him to detention room 2, will you?
Sarge. Oh, by the way, another 6 prisoners just arrived.
Next.
I'm innocent.
Aren't we all?
Alec, can I have a look at the custody record for Mr. Thompson?
Ah, yes, ma'am.
Can I have a word?
Yes, ma'am. Robin, take his details.
Alec, have you any idea of the problems this has caused?
It is unfortunate, ma'am.
She said you charged at her like an American footballer.
She's exaggerating, ma'am. I wasn't going to pussyfoot around. Look, she must have been able to see that the prisoner was dangerous.
But she wasn't injured by a prisoner, Alec.
She might have been. I mean, the bloke was a Radio Rentals, and as I say, I wasn't going to stand around and watch him poke Bryn's eye out.
You must have hit the woman quite hard.
She didn't get out of the way. Look, he didn't hit her.
Why wasn't the woman being properly supervised?
Well, she wandered off. I thought she was behind me.
But you let her get quite far away from you.
You called me out, I turned my back. Well, we've got nothing to hide. I didn't think we should have to look over their shoulders all the time.
All right. Mr. Thompson, any reason why he should continue to be detained?
His premature release might interfere with an ongoing investigation, ma'am.
Whose?
Carver and Dashwood. It's part of our street crime initiative.
Thompson came into the station voluntarily. It's a grey area, I know, as to when the clock starts, but as usual, I'd like you to err on the side of caution.
Oh, these kids are like flies.
Mike, what are we doing here?
That one is really getting on my nerves.
Wherever we go, they're going to follow. They're going to goad us, they're going to waste our time. They're not going to make a move on the newsagents. They seem to have gone now.
I want that fat boy. We've got his brother, I want the pair.
I want the whole Thompson family, all 8 of them.
So what do we do, Jim?
I don't know. We could get them on conspiracy. We haven't got anything that'll really stick.
No. No, I want all of...
What's that?
They've done the postman!
Oh, God send a plague of unpaid bills.
It's all right, mate, we're police. What did they get? Credit cards, gyro checks?
No, nothing. He just dumped it all over the street. The boy came up to me.
One of them?
Yeah, he came up to me with a knife. And I gave him the bag and he emptied it over the balcony.
It's a decoy, Jim. It's a newsagent.
No, I've got that.
What did he look like? The boy with a knife?
Well, he had dark glasses and a handkerchief over his face.
Was he fat?
What do you mean by fat?
Bigger than you?
I ain't fat.
No, well, no, I mean, I'm
Look,
sorry.
he had a knife. He may have been a kiddie, but he could still have had me in a salt-lined box before my time.
Well, how young are we talking?
10, 12. Maybe he was just small for his age.
What was he wearing?
Jeans, T-shirt. I've got to go and pick up these letters.
All right.
Jews always dress the same. They wear jeans and T-shirts, so it's difficult for us to ID them.
Don't let them wind you up.
Is that your van?
Which van? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's it.
Looks like something out of Noddy.
Yeah, Oscar 6, are you receiving? Over.
Go ahead.
Mike, Alec Peters is preferring to err on the side of caution.
What's Fraser said?
He's going to release Thompson.
Can you get a panda down to Lorimer Road? The postman's been mugged.
Okay.
Come on, Jim.
What reason do you have for him not being released on bail?
With respect, madam, that, I'm afraid, is nothing to do with you.
Pace states that he should be released as quickly as is humanly possible.
We do have reasonable cause.
What?
What's wrong?
That's a cockroach!
Where?
Get rid of him!
Where's it gone?
Alec!
Yes, Mum?
There's a cockroach in here.
Where?
I think it went under the couch. There it is!
You've killed it.
Heavens, this is meant to be a doctor's surgery.
That wasn't a cockroach, Mum. That's a dung beetle. Yeah, that's a South American dung beetle. It was a piece of evidence, Mum. We arrested the kid this morning for stealing from a pet shop.
Oh, dear.
Oh, don't worry, I'll clear it up.
Where's this ambulance?
Well, I'll go and check.
It wasn't fast enough for a cockroach. I think it'll still pass as evidence. I just hope we haven't lost any of those Peruvian jumping plant lice.
The ambulance has arrived.
All right.
Like you paid your boys.
It's great, isn't it?
I hate that. I hate that more than anything. When they think they can start getting witty with us.
Ah, it's not that bad. It's free to the last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, dropped on Mike's car from the 5th floor.
No, it wasn't. It was a washing machine.
Was it?
What was that joke again? How do you know Mike Dashwood's a yuppie? Because he's had
There's
a fridge fitted to the roof of his
Oh,
car.
yeah, that's right. Except it wasn't a fridge, it was a washing machine.
I'm very sorry about this.
You haven't heard the last of it.
It was an accident, madam.
I'm sure we can sort something out with the compensation board.
I'm sorry.
Alec, I think you better come and see me at the end of the relief.
Why?
Because I'm custody sergeant, and that person you saw being carried out in a stretcher was a lay visitor.
We don't want Thompson released yet.
No can do. It's up to the courts.
Yeah, he's going to interfere with our investigation.
It's Pace, Mike. We've gone public. And lay visitors, pace and the whole lot, as far as I'm concerned, interfere with everything.
You're prat, Peters. Come on. Oh, he's no ruddy help. Thompson is going to be back on the street in a couple of hours. Now, if that had been Tom Penny or Bob
It's not
Cryer...
his fault. He's got lay visitors.
Sounds like Piles.
It probably is. Hey, what do you reckon happened to that woman? Do you think he hit her?
No. I think he probably fondled her bottom.
Ugh. Well, then she probably fell over from the shock and broke both her front teeth.
If she had any. Come on, we're going to give these kids some line. Hopefully they'll hang themselves. Come on.
Well, we're not going in that. That's my car.
Oh, don't be such a sissy boy, Jim. They're not going to expect us to turn up in this. I'll drive.
No, you won't.
And from your position, you could see the lay visitor?
I saw him break the woman's leg.
You witnessed it?
Oh, yeah. He kicked her. Gave her a karate chop.
Yeah.
The postman bites back.
We can have one Jew for Postman Pat. It's the fat boy.
Did they know we were here?
Go!
No.
Oh, no.
Get on to Cryer, give him a description and let the uniform pick him up.
What am I, a messenger boy?
Yes, you've just been promoted. You know, there was a moment there, Jim, when you were going full steam after that bloke, and I have to say, you seriously reminded me of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Ha. Ha. That's my car.
Don't let him wind you up, Jim.
Cup of tea, Sarge?
I'm off tea. Lame. Sounds nice to me.
Tony, Peter's in the cuss himself, is he? No, why? I thought that might have been one of those lay visitors.
Surly, officious, rude and unhelpful.
You know me, sir.
You failed to supervise a visit correctly. You were absent when the lay visitors arrived, and when a struggle broke out, you reacted in a heavy-handed manner.
A quick and effective response was necessary, sir.
You broke the woman's leg.
Not my fault, sir. I slipped on the wet floor.
You were responsible for making sure the floor wasn't wet. You were the custody sergeant.
It was unfortunate, sir.
These are lay visitors. They're not guardian angels. They're appointed by the Home Office.
Yes, sir.
I've asked divisional complaints to look into it.
Well, no, sir. That's ridiculous, sir. I mean, no, I'm sorry, sir. If that's what they want, sir, then they're just trying to justify their own existence. May I see this report, sir?
Ali, the vicar is organising a fete this afternoon. We could do with mending fences. It's my advice that you show your face there, do you understand?
This is getting ridiculous. Is it all really necessary, sir?
See who else we can spare, will you? All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll tell you, her friend's all right. Of course she is. Would I lead you up like that? Oh, watch out, Rich. Stand back. Floor's a bit slippery.
That's right, lads. Keep smiling. You're going to be on candid camera.
Oh, what, Sarge? On TV?
No, you're going to St Mary's School fete.
Oh, no, Sarge.
And you, Melvin.
What have I done, Sarge?
It's not what you did, it's where you were standing.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'll tell you, that's a good sky, that is. It's that vicar. You know, the other lay visitor. He runs a fete.
You know, considering he's a sergeant, I can't believe he's always in it.
Yeah, it's just the level that changes. I'll tell you what, I bet he's got a lot of swimming to do on this one.
Sarge?
Right, where are you going with that?
What?
What are you staring at?
I don't know, it ain't got a label.
So get Lippy. I ain't said anything. Just as well. Right, where are you going with that?
Going up the rip.
To play baseball?
Not to pick
Get off.
daisies.
Oh, very funny.
Very clever, Pete.
Right, who's got the ball then?
We left it behind.
Going to get off from the shop up the high road.
I don't know if any of you know this, but that could be classed as a dangerous weapon. Names and addresses, please.
Teeth and smiles, lads. Teeth and smiles.
I see the vicars here. Cheers, King. Where? Milky Bar Kid with a trumpet.
Welcome to St Mary's School Faith. The mayor is on his way and should be with us shortly. But first, I have an announcement about the three-legged race. There is a
Oh, and I'll have a go at that. Hello. I see the Colonel's here and all.
God, him too. A bit of the party political off the councillor by the look of it.
Roll up. 3 rings for 50p. 3 rings for 50p.
Yeah, mate. What's in that bottle there?
That's real Jamaican rum, man.
One sip of that, you need a blind stick, Tony.
I tell you, that'll really put some lead in your pencil.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? The first time I had some of that stuff, I was able to go for 2 rounds in one night.
Well, I'll tell you what to do with some of that.
That's right. The recipe comes straight from the Age of Miracle.
Sounds like it.
What, and it's legal?
It's been taxed MOT de la.
I bet it's not insured.
No, it's not insured. So
Safe, is it?
it's the safest medicine.
For external use only, is it?
Here, I'll tell you what, I'll have 50p's worth.
Oh, sure, why not?
Here you go. I suppose you're
right, son. No, I'm not. I've got 5 years to put in and I ain't gonna bother. I mean, what's the point? I'm gonna be a mobile coat hanger from now on.
You'll survive, son.
Think of some of the things that you know that have happened. And I'm the one that's going to get reported to divisional complaints just because there's something to do with the Home Office. I ain't stuff it. If anyone wants me, I'm not here.
You longcock.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, Victor.
Hello. I'm looking for your sergeant. I believe he's here.
Oh, yeah, no, Sergeant Peters, you just missed him.
Hello. Here you go. Adam, what are you after?
A car.
What, a Porsche?
Yes.
Go on then. Oh!
Alec, have you seen the vicar yet?
No.
We'll see if we can.
Yes, we have a winner.
That's a good bit of PR.
See what we get for helping people? Nothing.
Hey, look, I'll tell you what, there's a toy shop down the road. Why don't you go and get a Porsche and see if they'll swap it?
Listen, if I win the Porsche, will you swap it?
No, it's for my daddy.
He's going to be a very happy man tonight.
That's the type of son I want.
Here, look. Do you want to have another go? See if you can win a bottle of gin, eh? There's a good thing.
Glad to see you're entering into the spirit of things, Rich.
Oh, yes, sir.
Could we spread out a bit, lads, eh?
And smiles. Here, there's a quid. Give us 6. Yeah.
Well, Peters isn't having any of it.
Don't you feel sorry for him? He's being reported to divisional complaints.
I know. Vicar and that old biddy Mrs. Gunn must be alleging all sorts.
It was an accident.
Such thing as an accident these days, mate. As much as slip on a piece of turd that's called for inquiry. It's politics, isn't it? I mean, the vicar's red and we're blue. Politics makes everyone very short-sighted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor has arrived. Any children want to see the mayor? He has just arrived in a big car. Come on, children. Come on.
I tell you, you're a lucky man.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, no, I mean, that's such a lovely boy.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, lads. Ken, Tony's boy.
Spread out a bit, will you, Rich?
Excuse me, Chief Inspector.
Chief Superintendent.
Sorry, Chief. Perhaps I could borrow a couple of lads. They'd make a great photograph if we had them in the stocks. We'll have a couple of kiddies throwing sponges. It'd be great publicity. We could have it on the front page.
Rich, Tony.
Oh, yeah. What paper's that then?
That's an ice cream!
Excuse me,
Yes?
We'll have a word.
Yes, excuse me.
We're putting 2 officers in the stocks and a group of troublemakers have arrived there, sir.
I don't want any trouble.
What do you want us to do?
Look, this is a family day out. Let's just keep it that way.
What if things get out of hand?
I don't need to remind you how important it is that the day goes off smoothly.
With respect, sir, I think we've got a problem.
Hello, Sergeant.
Okay.
I'm glad I've had the opportunity to talk to you.
Well, I shall leave you two together.
Your chief superintendent, I understand, has spoken to you. I wanted to explain to you why I was upset by what happened this week.
It was an accident.
Mrs. Gunn's leg being broken was possibly an accident, I understand that. But his cause was somehow symptomatic of your whole behaviour and attitude.
Shampoo or what?
Sorry, excuse me, girls, sorry.
You've got the caring girls.
Sarge.
Yeah.
That fat boy Thompson's here.
So?
Well, I wouldn't say anything, it's just they're queuing up to throw sponges at Reg and Tony. What do you want us to do?
Even if they start throwing bricks, keep smiling.
I don't know if Reg and Tony are going to be too pleased about that.
I've had enough, I'm off. Any problems, Brownlow's here.
You'll be lucky you don't get nicked.
Rubbish!
One at a time.
Look, be careful.
Stay behind the line.
Right, that's enough. Come on, you've had your go.
I said that's enough.
I want my money back!
Look, someone else can have a turn. Who's next?
Hey, John!
Don't be stupid.
Now you listen to me. What you just did was very silly. I know you're only having fun, but you went too far.
I'll be watching for you.
What?
On the streets.
Don't worry about it.
Let's go. Calm down.
Thanks, bad loser. Come on, let's move.
Hello? Hello, anybody home? Hello, police?
Oh, look, it's a little piglet.
Ow.
You've cut your hand.
Oh, hello. I'm just fixing your Rosa Rugosa. You know, it's such a lovely rose. I've always wanted one. Has such a wonderful scent.
Are you interested in gardening, Sergeant Peters?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to stay in my garden and do nothing else.
Was this your idea?
Yes. It was my wife's, actually. I don't know, I wasn't sure, you know, I felt bad about what happened and, well, we thought, you know, maybe perhaps she might need a bit of help with shopping, something. I prefer to do the garden.
I must say I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I am sorry, as I say, about what happened. It was just one of those days, you know, we got off on a bad foot, wrong leg. I mean, a bad start.
I appreciate your apology, Sergeant. I'll put the kettle on.
Can I assist you?
Oi!
Here anyway.
Thanks, love.
You're welcome.
Why do they have to ruin everything?
I've got some great photographs, lads. Cheers.
Cretins, they wind me up.
Would you like a cup of tea?
That's all you got.
No, we'd love a cup of tea.
Teenagers today should be strangled at birth.
No hard feelings, mate.
How are feelings?
Why? You getting worried?
No problems. Let's go for the gym.
They're going to the gym.
Can't have it.
Do you want me to stop them?
There's no law saying they can't try for it.
I don't believe it.
We're having a party tonight!
That's a shame. You're not over 18, are you, son?
So I am.
Don't look it to me. Can I see some identification? I can't let you have it.
Why not?
He's not over 18.
It's that ball though, we won it.
You can't have it.
We won it, it's ours!
Come on, why don't you just push off? You're not one.
Give him something else. I can't have it.
I don't want anything else!
Where have your parents swear? Where'd you live?
Broadwater Farm.
Give him something else.
What'd you like?
We're out of order. It's for me mum!
Then she's going to have to come down and collect it, isn't she?
Can't, she's in a wheelchair.
What about your father?
He's dead.
Your father is dead.
How do you know that?
Because we nicked him and your brother last week.
What you telling everyone that for?
I know you, chumps.
I bought your tea.
Oh, thank you.
Give me his money back.
I don't want it back!
Sure we can let him have it.
Come on.
I've seen a little kid with a bottle of rum.
Chill.
Watch it!
Leave them, Tony, they're going, leave.
Give it.
Oi! Now listen, either you lot leave of your own volition or we'll give you a ride in the magic bus, right?
Oh, stand by your bed, here comes Brownlow.
What's going on? It's all under control, sir. What is?
Just a few kids, they give us some static.
They got us confused with the Notting Hill Carnival, sir. Not having trouble, eh? Only Melvin threatening to thump them with his Bible. Did you get words?
Here we are.
That's my best china.
Oh, sorry, I'll take it back.
No, don't bother. It's not often that I have a policeman round to tea.
No. I suppose I must strike you as a typical flatfoot.
Not really. More like an all-in wrestler. Why did you join the police force, Sergeant?
Well, originally the idea was to help people. I thought that police work was the best way of doing that. Yeah, thank you. Why did you become a lay visitor?
It's important that people's rights should be protected. And besides, I had a lot of time on my hands.
You come across as a very independent woman.
Since my husband died, I tried to get out and about, involve myself with the community. And I was doing quite well till now.
Yes. Really, I am sorry. And I'm sorry if I appeared rude, but see, with all the extra work that pace involves, things get on top of you. After all, we are just trying to do our job.
We all have a job to do, Sergeant.
Thank you. I'm supposed to be at the Vicar's fete.
So am I.
Oh, could give you a lift.
I have a lot to do.
How are you coping, day to day?
I have a niece who comes round in the evenings, but she's not what you'd call practical.
As I say, if anything needs doing.
Well, now that you mention it... You're doing a good job.
I'm enjoying it.
It's a shame you couldn't have taken a little more care with your mental patient when I visited your suite. None of this would have happened.
Before your husband died, Mrs. Gunn, did you ever work?
No.
Did you have any children?
No.
Well, sometimes, I know it sounds bad, and it's not that you don't care. It's that there isn't time to show that you care.
You should have time to care, Sergeant.
Call me Alec, please.
Everybody up now! Everybody! Someone slashed a hole in the inflatable!
Well, that's not the worst of it.
You got the
got the keys?
No, they're in my house.
How did they get in?
Yeah, class 2B.
Yeah. Hold on. Step to Melvin. They still onto those brats, Ken?
No, I lost them. I'm on my way back now.
Looks like they got it before you, mate.
Where shall I put this cutting?
Oh, yes. Now, I must look after my Rosa Rugosa. I'll put it in the boot, eh? Oh, I'm really pleased with that.
I hope it takes.
Now then, how are we going to do this?
It's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'll get the dog in first. Come on, Hamish. Come with me. You get in the car. Get in the car.
Sierra Oscar to 96. Are you receiving?
Yeah, 9-6 receiving. Go ahead.
Alec, could you state your position?
Cater Street. What's occurred?
Nothing serious. A few tow rags at the fate have vandalised the school.
Keep me informed. On my way.
We'd better rush.
No. We've seen the problems that can cause, eh? Now then, if you put your arms around my neck, and I'll lift you down. Up. That's it. Now you hobble towards the car. All right? Turn your back. Yep. Rest yourself in. Mind your head. Good. Now I've got to swing this leg in. It's not hurting, is it? All right. You do it. Got it? Okay.
It's them, all right. They got out down the fire escape. They're heading towards the industrial estate. Come on, Rich.
All that effort. To hell with that. What about all this damage?
Chief Superintendent.
It's infuriating.
I don't understand.
There's nothing to understand. They're just mindless imbeciles, that's all. They smash up everything they get their grubby little hands onto.
Do you know yet who they are?
Unfortunately, we ejected some of these wretched juveniles earlier this afternoon.
Sir?
Yes? Now, look, I need you to stay here. Just get them to keep in contact with you, will you?
Do you think perhaps we should smile a little, sir?
Oh, yes. Well, we mustn't let this spoil our afternoon, must we? You look comfortable. When did you get here, Mrs. Gunn?
We've just arrived.
I picked Marjorie up at her house.
Rosa
Rugosa!
Alberic Barpotier.
Isn't that funny?
There they are! You catch them, I'll sit on them.
Cover the gate, Tap, and get on the crier.
What do you need?
An ambulance when I get hold of them.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 85, you're receiving, over.
Where'd they go? Dunno. Oh, come on, Rich, you're supposed to be watching them.
It was like a rabbit warren in here, isn't it?
There's one of them.
Damn it! Come here! Split up! Split up! I got this one, Rich! Come here!
All right, come on, give it up, get a rest.
Rush him!
What? Yeah? Try it.
Come on out there, you little moron, you break your neck.
Oh, what, Flatty?
Roll up. 3 rings, 50p. 3 rings, 50p.
I see nobody's won the bottle of gin yet.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse us, will you? Yes, what is it?
We managed to pick up those youths, sir. The unfortunate bit is one of them, the rather fat boy, had a bit of an accident.
What kind of accident?
A car fell on him, sir.
What do you mean a car fell on him? Is he badly hurt?
No, he managed to get away with a few fractures and minor concussions, sir, but it did take a smile off his face.
This sort of thing should not be allowed to happen.
Frankly, I'm surprised he's still alive, sir.
Yes, it was unfortunate.
Well, what a useless exercise this afternoon has proved to be. Peters, it's your car here.
Sir?
Right, come on.
Anyone for hoopla?
Lost, are we, love?
I'm not. Don't know about you.
You all right, then?
Just getting me breath.
Out here in just your slippers?
This weather makes me feet swell. I can't get my shoes on. Always go out in my slippers.
Can I help you? Norika Datta. Sergeant Cry's expecting me.
Live round here, then, do you?
Is there a law against that now? Am I under arrest?
Why? What have you done?
Come on, ask Rachel, Hollis.
June?
Sarge?
You going for a cup of tea?
Oh, funny you should say that.
This is WPC Data.
Norika.
Right.
This is June Ackland, Susan Ford.
Hello.
You're a day early, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Will you take her along with you, introduce her to a few faces?
Sure.
Good. And I'll see you in the morning. Early's, right?
Right, Sarge.
Right, we're starting the canteen. It's a bit of a route march, I'm afraid.
Hello again.
Get younger every day, don't they?
If you wait there a minute, Sarah.
Am I going to be kept hanging around here all day, or what?
Give the CID a ring. They'll be with you as soon as they can, sir.
Right, Sarge, I'm sorry about this.
Right, Mr. Preston. If you'd like to come through here, then.
Some of us have got better things to do with our time, you know.
Doing our best, sir.
Viv, have you seen Jim?
He's not upstairs.
It was the third time running she'd come in at 2. I mean, weekends are all right, but not midweek. Not at 17.
You wanted on the desk,
Oh,
Jim?
no! When we got up next morning, she'd packed her bags and gone.
And how long ago was this, Mr.
Well,
Preston?
Nearly out of her mind. She blames herself, you see.
Well, mothers do, don't they?
That's just it. Karen's never really been able to accept her.
Oh, I see. You're,
My wife's not her mother. I'm divorced.
Right then, Mr. Fallon, if you'd like to sit down.
Wouldn't mind a cup myself.
All right.
So, all on your own then, are you?
No one to fall out with then, is there?
Must get lonely sometimes.
Then I go for a walk, don't I?
In your slippers.
No sugar, right?
How do you know?
All vain, you rozzers.
So, he sold you this pigeon in the pub, right?
20 quid I paid him for it.
And at this point, the pigeon was in the basket?
Well, obviously.
But when you got the pigeon home, you then let it out of the basket, right?
Well, no, not straight away. No, I'm not stupid, you know. No, first I waited, didn't I? Till the following morning. As instructed.
Instructed?
By this Irish git.
Oh, he was Irish, was he?
There's a 3 bob note, mate.
If you saw him again, would you recognise him?
If I see him again, I'll kill him.
But you did let it out eventually? Presumably?
Well, of course.
Then what happened?
It flew away, didn't it?
And that surprised you, didn't it, Mr. Fallon?
No, what surprised me was it never come back. Because like I just told you, I did everything as per instructions.
And what exactly were these instructions then, Mr. Fallon?
Well, keep it in the shed overnight, right?
Right.
Because from then on, it'll know, won't it?
No.
Where it lives.
Oh, I see, yes. Of course.
Incident at number 35, Royston Crescent.
Must drive you mad.
What?
That thing, yakkering away.
You get used to it. So who broke your windows then? Kids?
Could be. Sometimes they nick things too.
What sort of things?
Birdseed.
Birdseed.
It's not funny. First time it happened, I'd none in. Poor old Ebenezer had to go without till the shops opened. Didn't you love it? You had to go without.
No, I don't think it's funny. You don't? Well, it's still a rip-off. I mean, all right, so the man is an idiot, but he's still 20 quid out.
No, he's right, Tosh. I mean, they deserve our care and protection, even at Wally's in this book.
Poor kid.
What about the poor dad? You had to jack his job in, don't you? Come all the way down here to look for him.
Where are they from, Sarge? Manchester?
Near ours, Eccles.
Well, she must have had some reason to run away, Sarge.
Well, of course there was. It's the usual reason. She couldn't do what she liked, when she liked, with who she liked. She'd hope not at 17.
Not 70 in my family. What makes him think she's in London?
Well, that's where they all come, isn't it? Anyway, he reckons that's what she was always threatening to do if she didn't get her own way.
No, but I mean, why around here?
Oh, it seems she's got some mates living down here.
Well, have these mates got an address?
Living rough, so he reckons. So, any bright ideas?
What about those kids in the squat on Brindley Road?
The blonde one with all the lips, she's from up north, isn't she?
Right. Anything we should know about, Sarge? I don't think so, Jim.
He means anyone we should know about, Sarge. Mike Dashwood, CID.
Pity, really. I prefer men in uniform.
Garfield! Sarge? Where were you when we wanted you? When was that?
You didn't go off watch. We put a call out for assistance for that mugging.
Which mugging?
On Royston Crescent, which just happens to be in the centre of your beat. Run out of batteries, did we?
I must have missed it, Sarge.
Well, you've got no business missing it. Where were you?
Well, there's this old lady.
Oh, makes a nice cup of tea, does she?
Look, I thought that was the idea of the home beat, to get to know the local people.
Get to know them, yes, not go and live with them, nor go off the air while you're doing it. Right, what about this woman?
Well, she's having things nicked from her flat.
What sort of things?
Well, you'll probably laugh when I tell you, Sarge.
You sure?
Patrick McGinty.
Well, that's how he signed the receipt.
He gave Fallon a receipt.
Oh, yeah.
Now that is cheeky.
Yes, officer.
We're looking for a chap called Paddy.
Oh, lots of Paddies coming here, sir.
Paddy McGinty?
Like in the song, right?
What song?
Patrick McGinty, an Irishman of note, fell into a fortune and bought himself a goat. I'll do it again.
Look, do you know him or don't you?
Oh, not personally, but I've got all these records.
He was in here last night flogging pigeons.
Pigeons? In here?
And you didn't see anything, I suppose?
Not a feather. Tell you what, though, I'll ask around for you, see if anybody else did.
Sierra Oscar from 218, receiving, over.
Loud and clear, George.
I'm going off watch to visit Agnes Prendergast, Fairfield Mansions.
Has George Garfield reported in yet?
Yeah, about a minute ago. He's at some old girl's place in Fairfield Mansions.
Mrs. Prendergast again?
Yeah, that's the one.
Get him for me.
Right.
Hold on a minute. I'll leave it for now.
Oh, it's you again.
Are you all right?
No, all my bulbs have gone missing.
Your bulbs?
No, not that sort of bulb. Come on. Here, take this and see if you can find any. Go on.
there's nothing there, Mrs. Prendergast.
I just told you that.
Yeah, so what exactly was I supposed to be looking for then?
Bulbs! Glad bulbs. Oh, gladioli.
Oh, I see. You planted your window box with gladioli.
Yes, and they never come up, did they? Now we know the reason why.
You are sure you actually planted the bulbs, are you?
I am positive.
Ollie, why would anyone want to nick gladioli bulbs?
Oh, I don't know. Why would anyone want to nick birdseed?
Just doesn't seem to make sense, that's all.
But what's that got to do with anything? How many things make sense nowadays? The world's sick, isn't it? Well, if anyone ought to know that, should be you lot. Don't take any notice of me. When you get to my age, you're used to people thinking you're gaga.
Mrs. Prendergast, nobody's suggesting you're gaga.
Oh, no, they got a new name for it now, haven't they? Confused. That's what I am, Ducky, confused.
But what do we tell her, Sarge?
Well, use your wits. Tell her that she's helping us with our inquiries. And try and get her back here before midday, all right?
Right.
Are you all right?
Yes, thanks, Sarge.
You know where I am?
Yes, sir. Why not before midday?
Because that's about the time her dad's coming in. If it is her dad, that is.
This is stupid. They're not even open yet.
Home beat?
Be a couple of hours by the time you get it organised.
Oh, any particular reason?
Yeah, just making sure.
Making sure about what?
I don't want Garfield going the same way that Taffy did. You know, never been around with us in action.
He's not the skiving off type, I wouldn't have thought.
We're all the type, June, given half the chance.
Do you know where she's gone, love?
A walk, probably. Bit of shopping. She never goes far. Something wrong, is there?
You a friend of hers, are you?
Neighbours for 20 years, me and Agnes. Come in for a minute if you like.
OK, thanks. She a widow, then?
Oh, no. I think he's still alive somewhere. But she does have a daughter, though. Don't see much of her. Always been very independent, Agnes. Eccentric, I suppose you'd call her.
Oh, that's one way of putting it. Tell me about the mice, Mum.
The mice?
Yeah.
Well, it was something that happened last year, really. See, she got it into her head that she'd seen a mouse. I know it's not exactly fashionable Knightsbridge round here, but we've never had any sort of trouble with no vermin, not round in these flats.
The thing she's done, she sellotaped all along the bottom of the wall so they wouldn't crawl up.
Now, she never said that, Russell. Was you what spread that about? No, but Russell is quite right. She did sellotape the wallpaper down. For reasons best known to herself.
She's crazy.
Isn't this all a bit OTT, Jim?
OTT?
Practically putting the pub under surveillance just so you can nick a small-time tea leaf.
Well, it's personal, isn't it?
Personal?
I take personal exception to have the mickey taken out of me by a couple of paddies.
Right, excuse me, please, can you just let me through? Let me through, please. Thank you. It's all right, mate, I'll take over. Thank you.
Road traffic accident, junction of Sefton Road.
It was her fault. She came straight out in front of me.
Just a minute, sir.
Look, you'll be all right, Mrs. Prendergast. Did anybody see what happened?
This way. What am I supposed to have done? Nobody's saying that you've done anything. Well, what's all this about then? Well, there's something you might be able to help us with, that's all.
Hiya. Where is everybody? Someone declared a bank holiday while I've been out. Well, it's just Ted's day off, of course. And the rest of my merry men? Listen, do us a favour, Tosh. Yeah? Pop in the card room and call up Carver. Tell him to give me a bell. I want to know what's happening. Right, go.
So what do you think?
The driver reckons she saw him coming. Look, I tell you what, you go with her to the hospital. I'll stay here and sort things out.
All right, thanks.
All right.
So I can see her within 15 or 20 minutes then, yeah? Smashing, thanks a lot. These sandwiches yesterday, is that over? Cheeky. Cup of tea.
Hello. You've just brought my mother in, Mrs. Prendergast.
Yes, doctor's with her at the moment. If you'd like to take a seat.
Can you at least tell me what's happened?
I think I can, madam.
Have you gone completely out of your tiny mind?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
So, get her down sometimes, does it? You know, living on her own.
Well, if it does, she's only herself to blame. I've told her, time and time again, she should come and live with us. Not that I'd really want her to. She's not the easiest person in the world to live with. What can you do?
Mrs. Clark, would you like to go through now?
Thank you.
Mr. Preston, Sarge.
Ah, Mr. Preston.
Any news?
Why don't we go and have a cup of tea while I find out, eh? Perhaps you'd like to park yourself here, Mr. Preston, for a minute, eh? Looks like we can let Miss Ruffley go then.
I thought you wanted to ask me something.
It was a case of mistaken identity. So you got a free bun out of it, didn't you?
Thanks very much.
Actually, perhaps there is something you can help us with. You've seen this kid, have you?
Why, what's she done?
Run away from home.
Another muggy who thought all the roads down here were paved with job opportunities.
Have you seen her?
Well, she does remind me of somebody.
Yeah?
Me, actually.
Thank you.
Forgotten your Green Cross code then, did you?
That's right.
You sure?
Well, I wasn't trying to top myself, if that's what you're hinting. No, I didn't see him or hear him. That's part of the problem when you've outstayed your welcome. You get a bit like an old car, everything starts to knock off or drop off. But you know what the worst is, don't you?
Go on, then.
Folks thinking because you're blind and deaf, you're all so stupid.
I've just met your daughter.
Oh, yeah?
So why don't you go and live with her then? Instead of sitting there watching the wallpaper all day.
3 reasons.
Oh?
One, she don't want me. Oh, no matter what she said to you. And I don't go nowhere where I'm not wanted. 2, When I was Moira's age, I was lumbered with my invalid mother. Well, that's what really broke up my marriage.
And 3.
Can't stand that husband of hers. Right little Hitler.
Only whether you like it or not. One of these days you're going to have to, aren't you?
I'd rather die first.
Look, I'll come round and visit you later. Make sure you're not giving the nurses a bad time.
All right. Here, do me a favour before you go, would you?
Yeah, of course.
There's a library book I'm in the middle of. It's on the kitchen table, I think. It's got that big print. You can't miss it. Look, pick it up for me, would you?
To the right. The right?
You thought it was me, didn't you? Who? That kid on that photo. You thought it was me?
Did we?
Oh, come on. So that was her dad then, back in that canteen?
As a matter of fact, it was actually, yeah.
Oh, it could have been dead touching, that, couldn't it? I mean, if I had been, you know, I could have flung myself into his forgiving arms. Then he could have taken me out for a fatty calf and chips or something.
Go on your bike.
Only you should have said, love, when you picked me up. I could have saved your journey. I mean, that'd be the day, eh? When my dad came looking for me.
Spot of gardening?
No, I was just having a bit of fun.
Oh, yeah, just like you did with the birdseed and the gladioli bulbs.
Look, I meant no harm.
You what? Breaking and entering? Malicious damage?
Look, the door was open, mate. It weren't locked.
It
She
was
always
closed
leaves
when I
open.
came round. Now, come on.
Oh.
Well, at least he wasn't swinging the lead then.
No, so I was just doing his job. Do with a few more like him.
No, nothing of the kind. I mean, is it my fault that the bird got so attached to me?
Oi! You got a minute? Stay there. Yes, Gov. Get him out of there.
What?
You heard?
But he's a con man.
Of course he's a con man. But how are you going to prove it? For starters, who are you thinking of calling as your main witness? The pigeon?
No, Gov, Fallon.
Oh, I see. So it's going to be his word against the Birdman of Alcatraz, is it? Watch my lips. It'll never hold up in court. Now, for the last time, get him out.
Good afternoon, Sunhill. PC Garfield. I'm sorry, he's not here at the moment. Can I take a message for him? Certainly. Mrs. Agnes Prendergast died 1 o'clock. I'll tell him. Thank you.
Afternoon, madam.
Oh, come in.
Seems to be the problem, madam.
It's my neighbour.
Right. You're sure it's him?
Yeah. I wanted to go sunbathing.
You've seen him? Do you know your neighbour? It couldn't be kids, or maybe the wind.
Yes, I know. There's a permanent wind around the flats. No. You can tell by the noises. Come with me. Come here. He's usually in all day. He never goes out. No, over here. You think this is funny?
No, I don't. Look, why don't I just go and knock on his door?
Because then you won't hear the noises. Go on. See if he's in.
How old's the woman, Tony? Over.
I should say late 20s.
I bet she's a bit of all right.
Yes, yes, she's all right.
Well, have one for me, over.
Sorry, I missed that, Sarge.
I said I'll have a cup of tea. Out. I think I will as well.
I'll stick with the tea, thanks.
You sure? Oh, it's such a shame. I could have baked you a cake. My ex was a copper, you know.
Yeah?
Yes, at Barton Street. Harry Woods, do you know?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a PC. We're still good friends. Are you married or anything?
Well,
Sorry, sorry. Shouldn't I have asked that?
yeah, there's no reason why not. No, I'm not married.
Oh, lucky you.
How long were you together?
Not long enough. I got this thing about policemen, especially PCs. I don't know what it is. They just curdle me. All they have to do is whistle 8 bars of "Come to me, my melancholy baby," and my spine turns to custard and I come to him.
Very good. Marilyn Monroe.
Yes. Some like it hot. I'm a big fan of hers.
What was it I have to whistle?
I don't think you have to whistle anything.
Security door, where's the key?
Do you like my paintings?
You did these?
Yep. When I was at college. Do you get many women coming on to you?
Yeah. Well, a few. I think it's the uniform.
Oh, sounds kinky.
No, I mean, I think they can feel safe. I mean, we're not liable to be a sex maniac or anything. So you did these?
Mm-hmm. They're a study of the nude form.
Yeah.
I'm only pulling your leg.
They're not usually as attractive as you.
Do you usually take them up?
No.
I see. Why not?
Because I like my job.
But who's going to find out?
I don't know.
It's your birthday. I always do something special on my birthday.
What's your telephone number?
What do you want my telephone number for?
Well, would you like to go for a drink?
So you are interested? Anything you say may be taken down and used in evidence against you.
That's what I'm worried about.
Cheers. Well, I mustn't keep you. I'm sure you've got a busy day. Plenty of black people to stop and search.
You don't do stop and search.
Oh, what do you call it then? Oh, shall I tell your fortune?
I've got to go.
Oh, you've got lovely hands. One of the first things I noticed about you. You can trust a man with nice hands.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I can tell a man's fortune by feeling his chest. Yes,
You're going to make a move.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this looks good.
Oh, I'll get a cloth. Oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault for mucking around. You're going to be in trouble.
It's not going to be easy to explain.
It's all my fault. I'll phone up your sergeant.
No, it's partly my fault.
What size are you? Will a 16 fit you? There's one of my ex's shirts in the wardrobe. Look, give me yours, and I'll quickly wash it and put it in the dryer.
I knew something silly like this would happen.
Oh, I feel awful.
It's quite funny, really.
Well, I'm glad you got a sense of humour.
There's no point in crying over spilt milk or wine, as long as it comes out.
Well, it won't take long. The shirt's at the back of the wardrobe, or you can wait.
I'll have a look, butchers, at the shirt. It's in the bedroom, yeah? Look, no hanky-panky. Blimey. More shoes in here than a Meldon Marcus. What's this wetsuit for? You a windsurfer or something? I can't find that shirt. Hope this isn't one of your silly jokes. Is this budgie meant to be in here? Who's this? Is this you? Is this your husband? Are you married, love? How's my shirt? I can't find that shirt. How's my shirt? Can I come in? What are you doing in there? Did you hear me? Look, this is no time for silly jokes. This is getting very silly. You could get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Sierra Oscar to 595, receiving over.
595 receiving.
Tony, could you state your position at the moment, please?
Sarge, things are a bit tricky at present. I'm still in a flat.
Do you need assistance?
No, I'll get back to you.
You sure? Okay. Oh, Tony, I forgot to say, happy birthday.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarge. All right. Now, a joke's a joke. Now, either you give me my shirt back, or I'm going to be forced to kick this door down. Do you understand? Don't you go Mutt and Jeff on me. Right. Come on. Where's my shirt? Very funny. That's enough of that. What else you got in there? You got my shirt. What? Do you want me to put my hand in there and feel around? Yeah, I bet you do. Come on. Where's my shirt?
What shirt?
Flushed it down there. Sorry, Bob. from the Maudsley. Oi, listen to me. What are you doing? Come on! You cow!
Don't get angry!
Hey, Frank.
Yeah?
Sign Tony's birthday card, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Give us a quid.
Pound or four?
Strippogram.
Oh, come on. I was a bit extreme. I just make you so pushy. It's difficult for a girl. I really fancy you.
You did it all wrong.
Oh, please! It wasn't really me. I just thought that was what you wanted. Oh, please, it wasn't my fault. Look.
Go of my arm.
Just say it wasn't my fault. You did fancy me. You did fancy me. I know I was wrong. I'll let go of your arm.
I can say.
You did fancy me.
Yeah.
A lot. Would you like to? I knew you couldn't believe me.
You're asking for it.
I know. Have a piece of Battenberg.
Where's the key?
What key?
Don't give me that.
You said you fancy me. I won't make a move on you.
Give me the bloody key.
We could start again.
Come here!
Don't shout!
Get dressed!
Why?
Because I'm gonna nick ya!
Oh, you can't.
Try me!
You don't know what I'm going to tell.
You can say what you damn well like. Just give me the key! Where is it? The shirt you took.
I don't know where it is!
Oi! Don't lock that door!
Sierra Oscar to 595, receiving over.
595 receiving.
Tony, could you state your position, please?
I'm still here. I'm still in this woman's flat.
Well, do you think you could finish a cup of tea and get out of there?
Sarge, the woman's a nutter. She's on medication from the Maudsley.
I found a cupboard full of pills. I don't know what they're for, but she's holding me prisoner here.
She's got a steel security door. She's taken the key and hidden it.
Well, why didn't you report this earlier?
I thought... You see, I still think I can handle it.
Right, we'll get the fire brigade to sort it out. Look, if she's a nutter, are you in any danger?
No, I'm going to try and get the key. I'll probably be out of here in a minute.
Well, just be careful.
Yeah. Don't worry, Sarge. Out. Do you hear that? Fire brigade are on their way. Now, you're not going to make a fool out of me. I'm going to be out of here before they arrive. I suggest that you slide the key under the door now. Otherwise, this door is coming down.
I'm going to tell police.
I am the police. What are you going to tell them, love?
I don't think you want to know.
What do you mean?
I'm going to tell them what happened.
What happened?
Oh, you think I don't know?
I know you're screwy. But even you must realise that kidnapping a police officer is a very serious offence. Now stand back from that door.
I'm going to throw the key out of the window!
You dare!
Ah!
Oi! Sierra Oscar from 595 receiving.
Yes, Tony, we have a fire crew with cutting equipment on its way to you.
Sarge, I need an ambulance.
What's happened?
I'm all right. It's the woman. She's unconscious.
What happened?
Nothing.
What have you done to her?
Nothing. It was an accident. It wasn't my fault. I was trying to get the key to unlock myself.
Have you got it?
No, not yet, Sarge.
Well, we'll have somebody with you in a moment.
I just want to get out of here.
All right.
Here's the key. Come on, you silly cow. What have you done with it? Make me look a right pillock. Right. Where's the key?
What's going on? Who are you?
Look, the fire brigade are on their way. You could save everyone a lot of trouble if you just let me out. Just sit there. You don't remember anything.
What should I remember?
How I got wet.
No.
You got into a bath with my shirt, remember? And when I tried to get it back, you pulled me in.
Oh, why weren't you wearing a shirt?
Are you trying to wind me up?
No. You weren't wearing a shirt. I was in the bath. What had we been doing?
Don't give me any of that old malarkey.
Sorry?
You ain't gonna pull that old stunt. Get your clothes on.
No.
You mean no? I ain't asking you. I'm telling you.
No.
You are gonna be in serious trouble, lady.
How long will it take for the fire brigade to get here?
Why?
Then they can let me out.
You've got the key.
No, I haven't. You hid it.
Why are you doing this to me?
Reg, you got a bit of a problem, ain't you? Eh?
Listen, this woman, she's unbalanced.
Hey. Oh, I didn't think we'd get here before then. Nah, we'll have you out of there in no time.
She looks all right to me. I wouldn't mind getting locked in there with her. She's got half her clothes off already.
Listen, she's disturbed.
What makes you say that?
She's off her trolley. She wanted to get me into bed.
I've heard yes, you must be.
You didn't take her up on it, did you?
Will you two shut up? I think she's going to allege that I took advantage of her.
Oh, look.
Yeah, that's right, love. Go and get your clothes on.
Leave me alone. I want to get dressed.
Good time you have.
You all right, Tony?
Your lad in there, is he in danger?
Yeah, Tony. How dangerous would you say this woman was?
To my health or my career?
Not again. It's not another one of Sunhill's kinky parties, is it?
Yeah, go in there with her. Don't leave her alone.
Get away from that window.
I'll jump.
I can smell smoke.
Tony! Tony, she set the place on fire.
I'm free to be here, up here now.
Just stay there.
Tony!
Just make an opening.
You stupid bitch! Use the electric fire. Get me a hose or something.
Don't come near me.
If you don't come down, darling, you're going to have to jump. Set the whole place alight.
I'm not coming.
Don't come with me, sweetheart. Still up the way.
I want to jump. This isn't quite as I imagined it. Don't push me!
They're not too bad. I've got one of them in here. Just knew I'd end up doing it.
Right. They're bringing Taylor in now. Now remember, don't you go swanning in there with tea and biscuits in the middle of a session, OK?
OK.
He doesn't get his refreshments until DS Gregg says. He doesn't get anything until DS Gregg says. I'll protect the prisoner's rights, you just do what you're told, OK?
Yes, Sarge.
Off you go.
Get him?
Yes, no problem. He never hits policemen. He never coughs either.
Bit of a challenge for DS Gregg, then.
Yes, it certainly is. Did you manage to get anything on the others?
Just in from SO11.
Thanks.
Has the prisoner been cautioned?
He has.
You know why you've been arrested?
Some Mickey Mouse job I know nothing about.
At 8:30 p.m. on Friday the 15th of this month, an armed robbery took place at Melpack's Cash and Carry in Pelling Way. The gang involved assaulted the manager and stole cash and tobacco products to a total value of £50,000. We have reason to believe he was a member of that gang and he is to be questioned accordingly.
Could you tell me your full name and address, please? The prisoner refuses to give his name, but is known to be Eric Anthony Taylor.
Sarge, latest from SO11. The others have flown. Literally.
Really? Give it to me later when the time's right.
This may look like war and peace, but it is all circumstantial.
So far, you better get yourself some breakfast. It's going to be a long day.
SO5 missing persons index, please. Right. Custody Officer Sunhill here. We have an armed robbery suspect being held incommunicado in accordance with Section 58 of PACE. Could you note your records accordingly, please?
No, Eric. You're here with me.
Melpack's robbery, interview with Eric Taylor. Those present suspect, plus Detective Sergeant Alistair Gregg, and myself, Detective Constable Mike Dashwood. Interview commences 10:06.
You look in very good condition for a man of 48, Eric. What's the secret? Jogging? Your local beat officer sees you out running most mornings. Not the last few days, though. I'm sorry there are no pictures on the wall for you to look at. Would you like to see a couple of Mr. Red found?
The manager of the cash and carry? That's the wound on the back of his head where he was clubbed with a sawn-off shotgun. He's out of hospital now, but he's scared to go out. So's his young assistant, Joanne Kelly. She's under sedation, actually. That's the doorpost scraped by the robber's van. And that's the patch of oil that one of them slipped over on. The one with the shotgun. Left quite a nice impression. Trainers. Be about your size, actually. I noticed at the house this morning that your right knee's a bit puffy. Had a fall, have you? And not one pair of trainers to be seen. Strange that for a man who goes jogging. 2 tracksuits and no trainers. Did you throw them away, Eric? Perhaps you should have dumped the trousers too. Some oil may not show up on black, but it'll be still there in the fibres. What do you think?
You don't get burred for having oil on your trousers. I wasn't there.
5 years ago, I would have believed you, Eric. Definitely top league then, weren't you? Would you have even looked at a job like Melpack's 5 years ago? Would you have teamed up with a goon like Mark Hankin? We know all about you and Mark. We know that you met several times in the month before the robbery. At the Prince of Wales pub and at the Wheat Chief. You drank lemonade, as usual.
You don't get burred for that either.
And Mark drank beer. He's drinking coffee right now. In cell 3. You don't believe me? Okay. Let's go and take a look.
Mind your knee when you get up, Eric.
I don't bull, Eric. If I tell you something, it's true. I want you to understand that, okay?
CID Dashwood. Oh, hello, Gov. Yeah. Oh, too early to say. Taylor's being his usual uncooperative self. Yeah. Alistair's subjecting him to mild stress. Uh-huh. Still, he's never coughed for you, has he?
This is the officer who sees you out running in the mornings.
I know.
We arrested your friend Mark yesterday. He'll be taken to court this morning. There'll be no trouble getting an extension police detention.
Well, that's his problem.
I think it could be yours as well, Eric. This is all evidence.
I thought it was bog paper.
Statements.
Not for Mark. Mark never coughs. Not ever.
But Mark's careless. That's what put Baz Pocock in the frame. And Mickey Reeves. Mark had left the numbers by the phone. Yours as well. How did Mickey Reeves perform? Chip off the old block, is he? You and his dad Len used to work together, didn't you? Come in.
From SO11, Sarge.
Can't ask for more than that, can we?
Not really.
Interesting news for you, Eric. Baz Pocock and Mickey Reeves have skipped off to Spain. Must have got wind of Mark's arrest last night. Have a look. Son Mickey and nephew Baz soaking up the sun. Leaving old friend Eric to carry the can. How do you feel about that? I thought you top villains were supposed to stick together. Or is that the point? You're not the tops anymore. Is that why you're in this company? Let's consider. Mark Hankin, Baz Pocock, Mickey Reeves, Eric Taylor. 1 brain-dead animal, 2 wet-arse kids, 1 quality professional. And who's facing 20 years?
You're an optimist.
18 minimum nowadays, Eric.
Yes, right, sir.
Does Brownlow always take such an interest?
Mr. Brownlow. Eric Taylor carries a lot of prestige.
Redfern thinks you're late customers, but soon discovers different. 4 masked men in the office. 2 handguns, a shotgun, and a knife. He's slow to cooperate, so you hit him and threaten the girl. It's easier. She's scared witless. She tells you where everything is, and you begin to clean up. But then you hear a police siren. Nothing to do with the raid, go into an accident. But you don't know that. Panic, and a kicking for Redfern. You slip and drop your gun, retrieve it, and climb into the van as Pocock backs out clumsily. 1 dropped brick after another. Would you say that's a fair précis of events?
What time's lunch?
Well spiked, is it?
What?
Truth drug.
No, just lasagna.
Prisoner returned to custody area, 13:05. Same cell as before, please, Turnham. Lunch is on its way, Eric. So is the police surgeon. DS Gregg wants him to have a look at that knee of yours while he's here.
So what do you think?
I think we all know he was there, and he knows that you can't prove it.
I'll prove it. You'll tell me.
Oh, Burnside rang while I was upstairs earlier. Said to wish you luck.
You mean he hopes I fall flat on my face?
You know what his feelings are about Taylor.
And what about you, Mike?
Me? Well, I'm in the middle, aren't I?
Good for you.
Finished?
Where's the Scotch pancake? Alistair's gone home, has he?
No, he never goes home. He's a workaholic. Very straight, though.
So everyone keeps telling me. What happened to my 6-hour review?
Inspector Fraser will be here to discuss it with you shortly, but a further 9 hours is certain to be authorised, in view of the accumulating evidence.
Frank Burnside usually closes the door.
I like it open. The custody officer's outside. Shout if you feel oppressed. I was surprised to find out you smoke.
Nobody's perfect.
I had the feeling you might want to talk. Off the record.
I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it's difficult. Obviously, you've got things to consider.
It's difficult because I wasn't there.
Lunch any good?
No.
Oh? I'm sorry to hear that. I think the food here's not bad on the whole. Better than prison, anyway. But then it's a long time since you've tried that, isn't it? 1979. Not many armed robbers go 10 years without a conviction. Not 10 active years. You don't like prison, do you, Eric?
Who does?
But you like it less than most. Eric, if you don't plead to this and you're found guilty, it'll be top whack, no question, you know that.
Like I said, I can't help you.
Why's that? Scared?
Who of?
Mark Hankin? The Reeves family, then. No one would blame you for talking after the way they've cut and run. You'd have nothing to fear, Eric, nor would your family. Arrangements can be made.
I look after my family. Not you, all right?
I was admiring the photos at the house this morning. A son of 14 and a daughter of 12, Graham and Joan. You still see a lot of them, I believe, though you and Linda are divorced.
You are one nosy git.
What bait did you use to catch the carp?
Do what?
The father and son fishing trophy in the lounge, £20 carp.
Sweet corn.
Pity you didn't wait for Graham to grow up a bit. You could have taken him on the job. He wouldn't have dropped you in it like Mickey.
Leave Graham out of this. He's clean.
I know he's clean. Both your kids are, I've checked. Do your kids even know how you make a living? Graham could only have been 1 when you were last sent down. Jolly wasn't even born. Have you stashed away enough for them to live on? Not from Mel packs, you haven't. There's nothing you want to say to me then? All right. I've still got oceans of time before I have to charge you, and the forensics coming in all the while. If you want to leave it there, that's fine. You're the one facing 20 years and no family. I'm the one with the evidence.
Evidence? You got no poxy evidence.
I'll tell it to the tape recorder when I'm ready. You don't have to listen, okay?
Yeah, thanks very much. Bye.
Giving Burnside an update?
No, Preliminary report on the trousers, actually.
Gloves as well?
Afraid not.
And?
A definite maybe, that's all. Similar oil, similar grains of dust, similar particles of metal.
It'll do.
Not for a good defence barrister, it won't.
We're not addressing a good defence barrister. We're addressing a man who knows he's been involved in a messy job, who knows he couldn't survive 20 years inside, and who knows I know every minute detail about him.
Yes, well, it seems to me that we're very long on research and still short on proof.
What about Vince Carter?
SO8 aren't saying yet. In any event, even if they...
Even if... What's your problem, Mike?
My problem?
Shall I get someone else to sit in for the rest of the day? Would that be less tedious for you?
No, of course I want to stay on the case.
Well, start being a bit more positive, right?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
How's it going?
I think Greg's going to crack before Taylor does.
Oh, you still here, Sarge?
Yeah, Bill Keefe's blown out, so I'm on a double bubble. What's your excuse?
Just interested.
In me?
Eric Taylor.
Ah.
Mike Dashwood doesn't seem too confident. Where's your money?
I'm not a betting man. But I've never known Taylor waste a cigarette before.
The police surgeon says that the bruising to your right knee is definitely consistent with a recent fall on something hard, like a concrete floor. What do you say, Eric?
Is that the best you've got?
Why? Does that make a difference to your answer? If you didn't hurt your knee at Melpax, when did you hurt it? Was there harm in telling me that?
I don't give alibis, I don't need them.
I'm only trying to establish the truth, Eric.
You can establish what you like. It's got nothing to do with me. I wasn't there.
Why do you always fold your arms when you say you weren't there? I think you do it when you're lying, Eric. You've been telling me just that one lie all day, just the one. So that would be very easy to rectify, wouldn't it? Not a major climb down at all.
Oh, no, not the bog paper again.
The oil in your tracksuit trousers has now been analysed. Metal filaments and grains of concrete dust found in it closely match those found in a sample taken from the patch of oil at Melpax. What's your view on that? If folding your arms means you're lying, what does shrugging mean? That you're beginning to see sense?
It means it's time you gave it a rest.
I don't think so. Plenty of time till next review. Oceans of time. I don't think you quite appreciate what you're up against, Eric. It's not just me and DC Dashwood in this room. The whole investigative machinery of the Met is clicked into gear on this case because you and your mates left so much to go on. The next piece of bog paper I'm expecting is about your gloves. Do you remember what Joanne, the young girl at the cash and carry, was wearing? When you grabbed her and stuck the shotgun in her face? She was wearing a red woolen sweater. And minute fibres of red wool will have attached themselves to your gloves.
I've got a red sweater at home. I keep it in the same drawer as my gloves.
Yours is a Pringle. Hers is a Marks and Spencer.
Have you any idea how many red Marks and Spencer sweaters there are in the world, Alistair?
A lot. But not so many in each colour batch. You know that each red colour batch is slightly different, do you? No? Well, it is. And that cuts down the chance of coincidence an awful lot, wouldn't you agree? It was a big mistake to grab the girl, Eric. One drop brick after another. And as we pick them up, we build a wall. And in the end, we'll have no choice but to brick you up completely. For 20 years. If that's what you want.
Uniform's easier, I admit. Just nicking people. CID got to make it stick in court.
Which is only right.
Yeah. And it can be frustrating when you know a villain's at it. So people like Burnside try and cut corners. That's why I rate DS Gregg. He doesn't.
But does he get results?
There were some fags about earlier. Any chance of me having one?
Smoking creates a terrible fug in this room, Eric. I'd rather you didn't if you don't mind.
I wish you'd stop being so bloody polite.
I was well brought up. Like your kids.
Shut it.
If you go down for 20 years, Eric, Graham will be 34 by the time you get out. A middle-aged man. What's he going to turn out like without a father?
I told you to shut it!
The truth always has to be faced in the end, Eric, and that's all I want from you, the truth.
I still don't think you've got enough.
What do you mean by that? That you were at the robbery, but you'll walk away from it? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What do you think, I am stupid?
You're an intelligent man. So why use the word enough? If you weren't there, what does it matter how much evidence I've got? You know I won't fit you up. So what are you worried about?
I'm due a break.
Sorry?
I said I'm due for a break.
No, you're not actually. You can have one. Use it for some right thinking, Eric, okay?
Is that true about the colour batches?
Yes, it is. Like you say, I'm long on research.
Alistair, I am on your side, you know. So how long are we going to leave him in there to stew?
We need confirmation on the gloves. And something definite from SO8 on Vince Carter would be nice.
I'll give them another ring.
Nailed him. Not quite. Oh, sorry if I'm holding you up.
CID Dashwood. Yeah, Dave. Uh-huh. But he definitely mentioned Taylor. Yes, if you would, please. Yeah, cheers, mate.
Interview resumed at 2200, those present as before. I'm sorry to have left you on your own for so long, Eric. Continuing inquiries, you understand. But at least it'll have given you plenty of time to think things over. So, is there anything you want to say to me? What made you use a different armourer this time? Couldn't you afford the top prices anymore? Is that why you went to Vince Carter? He was lifted this morning, been questioned all day. He says that you picked up and returned the happy bag yourself.
Well, he's a poxy liar.
He's a criminal, Eric, making choices just like you, only he's chosen to tell the truth.
Ha! Vince Carter? He wouldn't be able to spell the word. He's got more conviction.
Easy, Eric, easy.
And he's your star witness, is he? All right, you stick him up in court and see what my brief does to him.
I don't think I'll have to stick him up in court. One of his shotguns has a damaged stock. I expect examination will reveal that it's been dropped on concrete recently. And further examination will reveal traces of Mr. Redfern's scalp. Remember? Where you hit him? Then all we have to find is the tiniest trace of you on it. It was such a messy job, there's bound to be something. Doesn't matter how microscopic. Would you still fancy your chances then? I fancy mine. Wool, oil, gun. You're nearly bricked up. All you can decide now is how long for. Come and sit down, Eric. Think of your kids, Eric.
Stop playing games! What are you offering?
Nothing. But you know you can trust me. Everything possible would be done.
It's still not definite enough.
I'm not making promises I can't keep. Only two things are certain. Denial could mean 20 years. Getting it off your chest means a lot less.
How much less? Single figures?
In your own time, Eric. Chapter and verse.
Richard.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're in here. Morning, Kathy.
Morning, Reg.
Do you still want to look at this?
Oh, yes, that rental allowances thing, if you like.
It's quite interesting, actually.
I'm sure it is.
It's got important ramifications.
Yes, thanks, Reg. I won't look at it now, though. I'm waiting for...
Problem, Kathy?
Breaking and entering. Little bloke, late 30s.
I'll find him if you just give me a chance.
I know, I just thought Reg being here...
What?
It might save you a job.
I see. Can you save me a job, Reg?
Well,
Read out the MO to him.
Entry gained through bathroom window. Thorough search. Only the good jewellery taken, but also small electrical appliances. Clock, radio, Walkman.
Come on, Reg, it's your system. You're usually...
Yeah, Louver window.
Yes.
I'm not sure. It could be Williams. Wilkins. Williams?
Wilson, Kevin Wilson.
Oh, thanks, Kath. Had to be at the end of the alphabet, didn't it?
Come on, what is this place? Kathy's Calf? Hollis, your meal break finished 10 minutes ago.
Yes, Sarge, I was just...
Leaving it even as we speak, yeah. What are you doing?
Breaking and entering suspect.
Still?
God, these people go on holiday 3 or 4 times a year, you know. We're always keeping an eye on this place.
I could do with a holiday.
Yeah, you check it here. I'll go round the front.
Okay. Ken? Ken? Have you got any idea how to stop one of these things?
Yeah, say whoa.
Whoa.
Book it for resisting arrest.
Good morning. Welcome to Sun Hill.
Tom.
Yes, Robert.
Come here, everybody. You're going to like this.
What?
What would you say to Melvin, Abel, and a horse and cart?
Something short and to the point.
Nothing?
No.
The Sarge tried the number. All he got was an answering machine. He's trying Burridge's own number now.
416 from Sierra Oscar.
416 receiving.
No one in at the private number either, I'm afraid. You had any luck at your end?
Nah, nothing. Abel did a quick door-to-door, but no one's seen a tot around here this morning.
Damn thing tried to bite me.
Well, don't mess about with it.
I wasn't messing about with it.
So what shall I tell them? Take it back to Burridge's yard?
No, tell him to bring it back here. Chief Super won't mind if we tie it up in his parking bay.
Ken, can you hang on a minute? We're going to have another think about this. I can't leave them standing out there with it. How long do you think it'll be before Burridge realises it's missing?
I'd say that depends on whether he's ordered a pint or a half.
Well, you reckon he's gone to the pub?
Yeah, he's popped in for a quick beer. He's forgotten to tie the reins up properly and it's wandered off. Well, where else is he? Look, it's the best part of a couple of miles, but tell him to take it back to the yard. That way, when someone gets around to reporting it missing, we're covered.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, it's a fair distance to keep him out of trouble. Anything's better than bringing it back here.
Message received and understood. We'll let you know when we get there.
We haven't really got to check out all the pubs, have we?
We were old enough to go in them now, Tim. Hi-oh, Silver. Come on. Come on.
It's all right, mate. I'm back. Just popped in to pick up some polish and stuff.
Yeah, come on. You know you're not supposed to park here.
Yeah, I know, but you ain't going to do us, are you?
Those yellow lines aren't there to make the street look pretty, you know.
Oh, come on, mate. I've only just bought the car. I mean, literally, not 10 minutes ago, I handed over the cash. I'm on my way home, passing the shop. Look. Shampoo, polish, upholstery cleaner, little clock, air freshener.
No furry dice.
Well, they're a bit naff now, aren't they? Oh, come on, mate. You wouldn't do a bloke who's just bought a new car, would you? Next time, I'll stick it in a multi-storey car park, I promise. But for the sake of a couple of minutes, I'll be a pal.
Yeah, all right, go on, clear up.
Cheers, mate. You're a trooper.
And since you just bought it, I'm only going to warn you about that offside rear.
Eh?
It's got about 1 millimetre of tread on it. Get it replaced.
I don't know, I'd probably only wear it the once and then it'd be hanging in my wardrobe.
Excuse me. Would you spare a moment, please?
I should think so, love. What's the matter?
I'm the attendant of the ladies' lavatory and there's someone in one of the cubicles who won't come out.
How long's she been in there?
I don't time people.
No, but even so.
Well, I've been very busy this morning.
Yeah, well, what are we talking? 10 minutes, half an hour?
I don't know.
Hello? Are you all right in there?
Is Sun Hill Police here? Can you open the door, please?
I won't be long.
I'm sorry?
I'm fine, thank you. I won't be long.
What? I think it's been super glued. Oh.
I'm all right, really. Thank you.
Hang on. Give it another go. Distributor, mate. Sorry. What? Shaft's gone. New one will cost you, well, I don't know, 80 quid. And we're out of stock. Sorry. Do you know anyone you could call out?
No.
Alice, right. Well, my name is June, and my friend's name is Viv.
Hello, Alice.
Hello.
You really should have called for help, you know, when you found you couldn't get the door open.
I didn't do anything.
No, we know you didn't, Alice.
I didn't break it.
No, we think some youngsters have been messing about with super glue.
Oh.
That's a very strong sort of glue.
Whoa, boy. Go on, then. It's your turn. Well, if he tries to bite, you bite him back, eh? You know a Tommy Burridge?
Tommy Burridge? Pops in the odd lunchtime. Doesn't have much before 1:30, 2 o'clock.
No?
No.
Oh, well, never mind. Worth a try.
What's he been up to then?
Oh, no, nothing. We've just got something of his we want to give back. You don't know any other pubs round here he might go in, do you? We tried the Cricketers.
Round here? Well, he dropped it in the Crown now and again, I think. Max! You don't know anywhere else Tommy Burridge drinks, do you?
I've seen him down a Red Lion with his missus once or twice.
Oh, I could only have been once or twice. The Crown, then. Or the Red Lion.
Thanks very much, then.
Sorry I can't have been of more help. If he does pop in, do you want me to tell him you're looking for him?
Yeah, if you could. Get him called a station.
It is Sun Hill, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Give my regards to Mr. Roach when you see him.
Right.
Got a problem in there?
Why, do you want to come in and sort it out?
No. I'm wondering if you got a problem.
Oh, someone superglued a door and we've got an old deer stuck in one of the cubicles. The attendant thinks it might be some kids she had in there earlier on.
Kids?
A couple of young girls.
The old dear all right?
Too embarrassed to call out for a while, but she's fine now.
You going to be able to get her out?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Nothing much I can do, eh?
No. Not in that uniform. OK. What was all that about? Just one of my admirers. What's going on? She doesn't want to come out. What do you mean she doesn't want to come out? She can't stay in there. Not even if it is bigger than my flat.
She doesn't want to cause any trouble.
Which means she's going to. Where's the maintenance department in this place, love?
That's it, though, you see. You should never buy a car off a mate. It doesn't matter how good a friend they are, doesn't matter how much you trust them. If they have got a dodgy motor, right. Cheers. Well, it's not a bad-looking motor. Well, there's a few bits of rust come through here and there, but, well, nothing too serious. What is it? T-Reg? Reasonable interior? And up until a few minutes ago, a reliable runner. Go on then, what'd you pay for it? 800? 850? 925. 925? Well, sounds about right. I'm a little bit out of touch.
Can you try turning the lock, Alice? Alice?
I can't. I don't think my fingers are strong enough.
Oh, they glued the lock as well.
You are a very sick and deeply disturbed man. Good morning, sweet Catherine. And how are you today?
If you are going to breathe alcohol all over me, could you at least have the decency to make sure it's fresh?
Yeah, I'd help out if I could, but, well, I don't know too much about this, Mum.
No?
No.
Come on, you son of a...
Ow! I'll tell you, if I were you, I'd have a word with that mate of yours.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a wind-up? Every time I get a shout, I think it's a wind-up.
You're getting paranoid, Tim.
What makes you paranoid? I mean, how long does it take before the novelty wears off?
416 from Sierra Oscar.
416 receiving.
Melvin, have either of you touched that cart?
No, Sarge.
Well, don't. Get it to Burridge's yard as quick as you can and make it secure, so we can have a soccer go over it.
What's going on, Sarge?
We just found a bloke who's been beaten around the head with a baseball bat, and it could be Burridge.
Come on.
Come on now, come on. No more crying now, eh? Look, please, Alice. If you don't stop crying, we're going to have to call the fire brigade. All right? You better now? What are you frightened of, Alice? Are you worried about what the fire brigade are going to say? Well, because they won't say anything. Except perhaps to curse the stupid girls who put the glue on the door. They certainly won't blame you.
Please.
I'm sorry?
Can't you get me out any other way?
Well, there's only one thing we haven't tried, and that's barging the door and trying to free the lock that way. But it means you'll have to go and stand in the corner. Because if the door does open, it might squash you. Now, can you manage that? Alice?
I'm in the corner.
This might be a bit noisy, Alice, so don't let it scare you. I'm going to count to 3 and then hit the door, okay?
All right?
1, 2, 3. It nearly gave that time. Nearly there, Alice!
Yes.
All right, Alice.
Well done.
All right.
Come on, sweetheart.
All right.
Let's get you out. There you are. You're
All right.
all right now. All right, we're going to take you out. We'll find you a cup of tea. All right?
Anyone use from the hospital?
Head injuries are pretty bad. Even if he pulls through, they're talking likely brain damage.
What about Stamp? I know he's got brain damage.
Well, they let him have a look at the bloke.
Is it Burridge?
Well, it's about the right height and build. But the face is in such a mess. He's itemised the bloke's clothing. No distinguishing marks.
Thanks.
I'll be all right when I've just sat quiet for a while.
Come on, Alice, you've had quite a morning.
But what about my shopping?
I'm sure June can take care of that for you. She'll have it done by the time the doctor's given you a check-up.
They won't keep me in, will they?
No, Alice, no. I think you've been kept in enough for one day, haven't you?
I don't like to cause anybody any trouble.
You're a very independent lady and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I try to be independent.
Right, now, Alice, I am coming with you, all right? I just want to have a word with my friend first. I thought you were going to hospital to have that shoulder checked out.
No, it's loosened up a bit now.
And you've lumbered me with her shopping.
Now, June, you know you're much better with the elderly and infirm than I am.
You know that dress you were looking at? You've got the hips ripped, dear.
It's with super glue.
What?
Great big rat!
Animals really take to you, don't they? Jim?
Still no sign of life?
Everything's locked.
I've just seen a rat about that big over there.
He's probably in his den saying the same thing about you.
Morning, Joe.
Morning, Sarge. How much of the cart have you touched?
Not much.
Just the front bit.
Might show her able.
What's the story then, Sarge?
You tell me. The War of the Totters?
One in the denim jacket, that's one of them.
I thought you said there were 2 of them.
Yeah, with a blonde at the end.
Right, thank you. Let's see what they've got to say for themselves. Good one. Bet you've caught a few with that one today. Who's the one with the glue, then? What about you on the stairs? No, not you. You there, the girl with the dark hair. What?
Didn't say anything.
Could you come over here, please? And your friend. What? There's no need to act tough.
I'm acting tough.
No, you're right. You're not. Do you mind turning out your pockets, please? Shut up! Because I think you've got some super glue on you and you used it to stick a little old lady in the loo. And because it's not funny, right?
What do you think it's me?
Here or at the station, it's up to you. Empty them. Come on. Right, both of you, over there. The rest of you, move on.
Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, you can make sure they leave the centre.
Right. What time do you go off duty?
Look, thanks for your help. Sierra Oscar from 227.
24 grand. I'm in the wrong line of business. Yeah, gotcha. Come in. Well, Mr. Long, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much indeed. Bye. If you have to wear cheap perfume, could you at least have the decency to make it one I don't like?
The soccer's nearly finished here, Bob. She should be able to give us a definite in about... Oh, hang on, Bob. Morning, Ma'am.
Good morning.
Mrs. Eileen Burridge.
Yeah?
Sergeant Penny, ma'am, Sun Hill.
What's going on? Something happened?
The horse and cart were found wandering unattended.
What do you mean?
Do you want to park the car so we can have a chat?
I've got some fresh scotch if you're having that kind of a day.
It's very decent of you, but no thanks. I just thought I'd learn it faster.
How many cars are there? 2,000, 3,000? Plus, let's not forget the peculiarities of Hollis' system.
I know it won't happen overnight.
No, it won't.
It's just I look at Reg...
Look, whatever else he is, Hollis was a good collator. And so could you be if you give yourself some time instead of setting yourself impossible standards.
He still knows everything.
So what do you want to do? Clamp a magnet to his head and erase his memory?
Sorry, Ted.
Forgiven and forgotten. Now clear off your bad-tempered old bag and learn the cards like you're supposed to.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Tommy wasn't with the horse and cart.
When these two officers found it, no.
Where was he then?
Well, that's something we still haven't ascertained.
He won't tell you. Where is he? He'll tell me.
Mrs. Burridge, your husband isn't here.
He hasn't reported it missing yet.
No.
The stamina of the man.
Sorry?
Have you got a cigarette?
Mrs. Burridge?
No, of course you haven't.
Mrs. Burridge, this is important.
You don't have to tell me.
Did your husband have any business in Lymington Towers this morning?
No. Tommy is apparently conducting his business elsewhere.
Are you sure?
Sure as I need be.
Can you tell me where?
This is a lot of fuss about a stray horse and cart, isn't it?
I'm afraid it's not as simple as that, Mrs. Burridge.
No?
Can you remember what your husband was wearing when he left the house this morning?
Clean boxer shorts and too much Paco Rabanne.
Yeah, I'm on the scene now, Sarge. Ah, it's a broken window at the front. All seems quiet. Ah, looks as if it's all blown over. Mrs. Ash?
You took your time. Come in here, see what he's done. He's demented. Look! We only had that fixed 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh. What's this?
What's it look like? It's a distributor.
That's not how you spell corduroys. No.
He wasn't wearing any of those clothes.
He doesn't own any of those clothes. Why?
Because the man who does own them was found half dead this morning at Lymington Towers. He'd been robbed and then so badly beaten up that we still haven't been able to identify him. Having already found the unattended horse and cart, we were concerned that he might have been your husband.
Oh.
If you're certain about the clothes and him being elsewhere, then we were wrong.
Yes, I'm certain. 501's white T-shirt, leather flying jacket.
Radio through.
If you need to make doubly certain, he's got a tattoo on his arm about here, heart with an arrow with Eileen written inside. I'm sorry. I didn't realise it was anything this serious. I untied the horse.
Well, it's no good to me, is it? What you gonna do about it? You broke my window, man. It's out of order. It's the car what's out of order. Come on, do you think I would have sold it to you if I known it was gonna break down? You tell me. Well, of course I wouldn't. You're my mate, for God's sake. Well, that's why I always fool anyway.
Ah, Mr. Lee. Mr. Ash.
Oh, no. What did you call them for?
I need you two care to tell me what's going on.
You know what's going on. That lunatic's just wrecked my window.
Please, Mrs. Ash.
And you know why? This is a geezer who told me it was worth 800. Oh, it was you, was it? You dropped me right in it, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I did say I might be a little bit out of touch.
Out to lunch, more like. I've been through the exchange and mark checking prices. $9.50 they're going for. Yeah, but that's when they work.
Mr. Lee.
Oh, you know it's a lemon.
Jerry, the window.
I haven't forgotten the window.
I want to press charges.
No, she doesn't.
please.
Look, I'll fix the window.
He'll fix the window.
Well, how's he gonna fix the window? He's a forklift driver, not a glazier.
I'll take care of it, all right?
I don't want some botch job.
It won't be a botched job.
But I want that car checked out and whatever's wrong put right.
That sounds fair. I think that's a sensible solution.
Sensible? Oh, yeah, you're the one who has to sit there with the window boarded up till he gets round to fixing it.
You agree about the car and it'll be done by tonight.
Mr. Ash?
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Mrs. Ash?
No.
It's the only way of getting it sorted. It's all right, I'll talk her around.
Shake on it.
Do you think I would have sold it to you if I'd known it was dodgy? How's right? I'm sorry about all the... you know.
Jerry, don't forget to show him the coat hanger you wrapped round the exhaust to keep it on.
And you lost control of it.
Bad-tempered bloody animal. He only keeps it because it was his father's and he thinks it's good for business. People like it, Eileen. Piles of dung everywhere, rats after its feed. Would have been dog food long ago if I'd had my way.
Morning. This is Sergeant
I'm surprised they let you walk it back here.
Mrs. Burridge, you still haven't told me why you moved it.
Oh, I don't know. Seemed like a good idea at the time. A joke, you know, like a game. Keep Tommy on his toes. It was silly. It was stupid. But, well, does it really matter? I mean, I'm sorry there's a man in hospital, but now we know it wasn't Tommy.
Where is Tommy?
Hang on, I've got to write this down.
Mrs. Burridge, in view of what's been happening, it is important that I speak to your husband, if only to eliminate him from our inquiries.
Oh, come on.
No, you come on, Mrs. Burridge. There's a man in hospital in intensive care, and your husband has conveniently vanished.
He hasn't vanished.
Then where is he?
With that flaming Olsen car. You there, Eileen?
That's Tommy. He's with his tongue.
Eileen, you better pick up the damn phone.